I am CEO of Temper Tantrum. Don't believe them more.
You motherfuckers, man.
You stole my bit.
I am the photographer and vice president of operations for both companies.
You motherfuckers coming up with titles right now?
Emery is enslaving us in Vision Paradox.
Oh, God.
Send help. Emery, shame on you for thinking this intro is going to go smoothly.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the windows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Throwing Tantrums, which is the Temper Tantrum Dance Company podcast. This is also Vision Paradox podcast. It's another crossover episode. The previous one we did was back in Halloween, where we shared each other's scary stories. So this one's a little bit more kind of wholesome-ish, depending on what we say today. But
When you're involved,
we'll see what happens. But yeah, so if it's your first time hopping onto the podcast, my name is Emery, founder of both the companies, and just operating everything as much as I can to get us through everything that's happening all over the world right now. That's a little bit about me. And if you guys are wondering what you guys need to say, I put it in the chat. So that way it's like a little easy as a simple guideline. And there's a lot of us. So just go straight into it. So I'm going to pass it off to those people on the same row as me. Max, you're up first.
Hi, I'm Max. I work for Vision Paradox.
Okay. Diego.
Who? Me?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Me? All right. Well, what's going on, everybody? My name is Diego Tellez. I am CEO of Temper Tantrum. Don't believe them more.
You motherfuckers, man.
You stole my bit.
No, you stole my bit. I thought about it, but then you went first. All right, here we go.
I do it all the time.
It's so terrible. Just walking in here like I want to be the COO. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Thank you. Yes. No. Well, what's going on, guys? Yeah, my name is Diego Tellez. I am founder of Grits and Gravy, no vowels. I am also a streamer on Twitch. Follow me at Sergeant Nugget, SGTNUGGETX. And I dance, I video game, and I talk to Emery a lot.
That sounds like I'm cheating on Max.
How long have you guys been dating? How long have you been cheating on Rosie?
Where is Rosie?
Is Rosie watching?
No, I don't know. She's not on my stream, so
yeah, I think she's not going to be able to make it tonight.
I'm texting Rosie.
It would make an interesting dynamic.
It would. It definitely would.
Next up is Jackie. You're up.
I'm Jackie, here for Temper Tantrum. I'm a dancer. I teach dance, and I have my own collective for musicians, dancers, DJs, all artists alike.
Hey, there's like I only know the surface level of you guys. So when I get and for you guys as well, like the newbies, you're gonna have your own solo episodes where I kind of interview you, and also it's also my way to get to know you better as well. So next up is
monetize your lives.
Monetize your lives, but give you guys a cut. 10%. Sounds good?
We'll talk later.
I'm still paying.
This is not in the contract that I signed. You signed that. I haven't signed yet.
Lauren, you're up.
Hey, all, what up? My name is Lauren Jose. I'm a new dancer with Temper Tantrum. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Previously, I danced with kind of on break with the core dance crew. I cosplay. I have been dancing for like forever in this community, maybe like 2010. Maybe that's not forever to some of you, but I'm super excited. This is my first episode, so yeet, yeet, yeet.
Yeah, it was definitely during the swag era.
Oh my God. Big T-shirts and gray sweats.
Yeah.
And Air Force Ones and Creative Rex.
And no, they wore fucking dunks too.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
They wore dunks, dude.
Then became Vans and Shucks. Or no, it became Shucks and Vans.
Oh my God, Vans.
Yeah.
And then Chachi sweats, and then we went from there.
Urban Empires.
I still got my Creative Rex. They're the most. I mean, I love you, Creative Rex. Your shoes are very, very nice looking, but they are very uncomfortable to dance in.
Oh, they're just flat inside.
Yeah,
bro, they hurt.
They're terrible.
Yeah,
so,
they creative wrecked that back.
They creative wrecked that back. Next up is Bernie.
What's up? I'm Bernie. I'm from the Philippines, and I'm with Temper Tantrums. Oh no! Why did I say that? I've been
When
hearing
did
a lot.
Bernie, how long
Okay,
have you
I'm
been
with
dancing?
Vision Paradox, and I don't dance. I never dance. So what do I
Those
do?
people down
I
on
do
the
social
floor.
media. Basically, Emerald is enslaving us in Vision Paradox.
Oh
So,
God.
yeah,
Send help.
that's how he is. Yep, like
Blink once.
Help
Yep.
us.
Emroy, shame on you for thinking this intro is going to go smoothly.
yeah.
It's
Do you
true.
not even know us?
I know. What have I done?
You brought all of us together.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Bernie?
Oh, I do judo. Yeah.
Oh.
Basically
Yeah,
what I
She
do.
can kick
yeah.
your ass.
Yeah.
So don't
she-
fuck with her.
Yeah.
Not can, it's will.
She will kick your ass.
All right.
Doesn't.
Cool.
Joey.
He's like,
Eating.
challenge accepted.
Next up is Joey.
Joey, what do you do?
Come on.
Yeah, take that bite, boy. Take that
Well,
bite.
I'm eating.
It's a mukbang.
Yeah, we could tell.
Put it back.
Put it back.
Welcome to my mukbang, but I don't have food, just people. So yeah,
What?
I work for. Oh shit, my name is Joseph Abisamis. I work for. No, I'm also the CEO of Emroy, Maxine, and Diego. Yeah, I take
We're doing
pictures, I
great.
take videos, I kind of dance.
Kind of.
Kind of. Just kind of.
All right, I'm gonna eat now.
Okay. All right. B-Rock, you're up.
I'm
Ross.
Brian, or everyone knows me as B-Rock. I am with Vision Paradox, sometimes with Temper Tantrum. I am the photographer and vice president of operations for both
You
companies.
motherfuckers coming up with titles.
I am the
And
assistant
I
to
do
the regional
dance
manager.
too, and
I
I,
guess
am a Twitch streamer.
I guess
Follow
since
me
you
at
guys are giving
AOB
yourself
Rock,
promotions, I guess no one's getting a Christmas bonus.
YOBROC.
Oh, wait a minute. Go back. Christmas bonus?
Okay, no, the company that's
Whoa.
bringing in revenue right now.
Ah, damn, that's not us.
That's us.
I don't take a check from you anyway.
Oh, it's going into your another.
It's going to a different bank account,
Yes,
an
I'll
offshore
be-
account.
I'll be waiting for my small little something, Emroy. Don't worry.
my penis. Oh,
Oh gosh.
oh, was that?
He said it.
Cut that
He
out.
said
That's
it.
not supposed to be part of the podcast.
Wait, I thought this was family
I
friendly.
know. I fucked up. I fucked up.
I held that joke in. I held that joke in
Jeez.
so bad. And Emroy just went,
All right, so this has turned
Walking it
into a
back.
live stream
and
of
edit.
how fast we can get canceled.
Cut and edit.
Immediately.
Like, no, these
Emery,
guys
quick-
are
just quick-
inappropriate. All right.
I
It wasn't even me,
Emroy,
too.
so I
He's
became
a
inappropriate
penis.
because of Emroy.
Okay. All right. Next up
You can ask
is
any one of these guys.
Victoria.
All right. He spoiled my name. My name is Victoria. I am new to Temper Tantrum. I don't have a cool title yet, but that might come. So, yeah, I am from Denmark. I moved to the States this year, so I'm also fresh to the States. And I've been dancing for a long time, but only one time with Temper Tantrum.
Yeah, the first gig. And right, you're,
Yep.
before I go into I go to Alex. Sorry, I mean, I love how once you got your audition was essentially we threw you into everything and had to learn 7 routines in one night. Like this is your
Oh, it's
audition.
fun.
Seven
And after
routines
a
in 3
quarantine,
hours.
after a quarantine of not dancing, right? So even more exciting.
So yeah, there's a lot of projects in the works. So, anyways, before I go into that, Alex, Russia, you're up.
Russia, you're
Russia.
Hold on, let me get my hat. I can't put my hat on. I have headphones on.
Well,
Yeah, Russian
yeah, I'm Alex.
Whatever.
20. I from Vision Paradox. I play Cyberpunk. I mean, I edit videos.
Oh my god. Okay, so
You're not wrong.
for those of you guys watching this on either channels or listening, you can see the kind of culture that I cultivate, which is
Inappropriate.
sure. One could say that.
Nobody's proper.
I mean, I can only imagine what a real HR department would say to everything we're doing.
This is why we don't have one.
This is why we don't have one. Exactly.
Help, we need an HR person.
Can't get in trouble if you don't have one.
I thought Maxine was the HR department.
I am HR.
Yeah. Okay.
It could be
Great
much
HR.
worse without me around.
You don't know what
I was
happened
gonna
to
say,
Shoots.
but yeah, it's I welcome a very kind of loose kind of culture because I feel like the more we can be ourselves or have fun with each other, the better. Because I feel like that's going to be a lot of more fun in producing the stuff we do, and ultimately a lot of it is really like we're having fun now, we're goofing off. But you guys have also seen me when I'm in director mode where I don't fuck around, or with VP, I don't like you do whatever you want as long as we hit the deadlines. So that's all that really matters. Because if we're not having fun with what we're doing, quit. Right, Diego?
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye.
Drop out.
Listen,
Everybody left.
I coerced everyone.
Hi guys.
Okay, so just to start off, I guess like we all know that 2020 has been one hell of a shit show, one after the other, literally. Like every month was something. Or were there any personal wins that you got from the whole year?
I got signed on by Vision Paradox. That was a win. A dub.
Hey.
Oh, okay, that's a good win. Then. All right,
That's a good win.
To me, it's like,
What's Vision Paradox?
Emma, you want to tell them?
oh god, do I have to? Okay,
Do I have to?
Those of
Okay,
you who
as the
don't know-
COO of Vision Paradox. Just kidding, Emma. Go to kid.
So, Vision Paradox is essentially my social media company. We work with a variety of industries. We essentially do the social media marketing. We also do the creative. We do everything on the digital marketing end. And those of you who don't know, like assuming you're first time here, Temper Tantrum is my dance company. It's technically we're finishing our first year. And I think it was one hell of a year to start a company. But I do have long-term goals that I would love for us to achieve right now, or we're in what I consider phase one of the company, which is brand building awareness, because no one knows us. And the advantage is that we have the machine of Vision Paradox to help with the marketing end and spreading the word. So it's a win-win situation in filming stuff, in creating stuff together. So I just felt like compared to when I was just doing family business, which is another competitive crew I did back in the day, at least we're going to have different means of creating content creation and distribution and strategy. So I have like my business voice turned on. So
You could tell.
Got his elevator pitch face on.
dude, like you put me in a pitch meeting, I will fucking rock the pitch meeting, dude. It's like a dance, and when they pay us, it's like earning experience points. So
Also money.
also money, but experience points. All right. Anyone else personal wins in 2020?
In Cyberpunk, you would start as a corpo life path.
Fucking guy.
He's really on this thing.
He's really on
I
it.
know, I'm a street kid.
What did I start as, Alex, in Cyberpunk? What did I start?
You started off as street kid.
Oh, well, now he knows.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought that was an open-ended question. You weren't specific.
Okay, wins.
Wins, wins, wins.
2020 wins.
We got any 2020 wins? Because I
No,
certainly
is
don't.
that shitty, huh?
'Cause I certainly
Oh,
don't.
I hit affiliate on Twitch.
Oh.
Working on that partnership.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Bro.
I
getting paid
was-
by Twitch too.
Fuck, all right. I mean, I was gonna say the same shit, but yeah. There he is.
You too?
No. Well, I mean,
Win.
Joey, didn't you also hit affiliate?
Did you also hit your donation goal?
Oh,
Oh, he
sorry.
did himself.
All right, I would say I had somebody got a dog. All right, I would say like a couple wins that I had is starting to stream, because starting to stream allowed me to start editing, and it's definitely taken my game up. And I consider that a win just because I'm going to be going into 2021 with a bunch of projects already in the works, and it's been keeping me, busy, especially during this COVID time, because I feel like we really got so used to just being indoors and to realizing that majority of the time we are indoors. And so I feel like it's a win that I've been able to stay busy, been able to stay creative, been able to stay socializing, because I've been able to talk to people all over the world on Twitch, like legit, like New York, Canada, in Texas, in Europe, in Australia. So that's another cool thing. Keeps me sane. And then another one I also think about 2020 is that I started my relationship in 2020. So it's been about like 10 months long. And it's been another thing that's kind of kept me sane throughout the COVID times as well. And it's been dope growing with her. And so,
Oh, I love you too.
yeah. Oh, you already know. You already know. Hey, how do you guys think I got to be CEO of Temper Tantrum?
Holding my jokes, B. Holding my jokes, B. Holding the jokes. Bite your tongue.
Oh God.
You guys are not making this any easy to make this wholesome.
Anyone else? I got a couple in my mind, but if you guys want to hop in, I talk a lot already, so.
I have a whole list.
Oh, man, this is like the podcast to share it. And
2020 was Alex's year, y'all.
Oh yeah. He's just gonna mention every time he killed everybody.
When you killed everyone at Among Us?
Assassinated everybody in Among Us.
That's the win.
That's number one. And
then I killed everyone in Among Us.
And nobody knew.
Yeah, for those of you guys listening or watching, we also have Vision Paradox Temper Tantrum game nights where we play Among Us together, where we play video games together pretty much.
Phasmophobia, where I die.
So we have a wide range of interests and content that we share on the channel, so make sure you go check that out. And while we're at it, make sure you guys go support the Kickstarter as well. So,
oh yeah, by the way,
if you're on my stream,
so
Kickstarter.
Yeah, go ahead, Alex. I mean, share away. Maybe not like all 30 of them. Maybe like top three, because if you have a whole list.
Hey, let me pull out the scroll.
99 wins and a loss one.
First, of course, new adult life, moving into a new city, away from parents. So that's the first win of the year.
Damn. Grown up.
Second win is drawing a lot. I started having new hobbies, and I like it. So that's a win of 2020 for me. And also I met
the love of your life.
This year.
You're making me blush.
Shut the fuck up.
I hate you so much.
Basically, I had 30 plus internet friends and met almost all of them IRL this year. So
nice.
For the first time.
And he's still alive, so none of them was a murderer.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Jeez.
Because he's the murderer.
That's true.
Okay, guys, I gotta go.
I mean, this is true. He did kill all of us.
He's
in
still alive, but they're not.
I mean, I definitely get him on the part of moving into another city or country. And not enough with that, I got married in the beginning of this year.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So I moved here, New Year's, got married 2 weeks after.
Oh.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
Damn, let's go.
Yeah.
You hear that, Max?
Kept that long distance. Kept that long distance.
Don't make me change my mind.
Yeah. And now I'm applying for a green card. I got my working permit, travel permit, all those good stuff.
Nice.
That's definitely a win.
What I find fascinating about you being here is that our first initial interaction, you just DMing me about working for a project.
Yeah.
And then I decided to DM you again, when I was promoting the Kickstarter, and then you asked if I was doing auditions for it, and then now you're here. I think.
Yeah.
Good.
Sorry. Yeah, and the funny thing is, we didn't. So when I DM'd you was when I went to visit LA for 1 month last year, and then the whole time from when I went back in February to when I came back in January, we didn't DM at all. But for any reason, weird coincidence, you DM'd me back with the Kickstarter. So yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, the first time I met her in person was at the audition. So, yeah, it was crazy. It's just someone who I think we wanted to collab or something, but it just didn't work but I wasn't working on anything at the time. Fast forward to now, you're here. And it trips me out. And that's the power of the internet and social media, people. Anyways.
It's truly amazing. It really
it's also the power of friendship.
Yeah.
So.
The power of friendship. Dude, you hear me scream that while we're playing games. So
I would say signing up with VP. Yep.
Hey.
After 3 years of not doing marketing, I went back.
Hey.
Yep. And everything is good so far. Being able to I would consider win despite the lockdown in Manila. Being able to hold my classes online. So yay for the technology.
Yeah.
Yep. So classes, judo classes. Yep. And the third would be enrolling for flying school this year. Which
Flying?
Yeah, what's
You're
wrong?
about
Why?
to be a
I
pilot, y'all.
started
How
November.
Come, how come you
That's
signed up?
fly.
You're already
We're
flying.
doing
Oh, wait,
Paradox
God damn it,
online.
Joey.
Damn, Joey.
Yep. So there.
Dang,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Really a good year, I would say.
Hey.
Dang. So are you gonna be flying the big jets?
She's
No,
gonna be flying the Temper Tantrum private jet.
The Temper
Oh, watch
Tantrum.
out. Watch out.
Private jet.
Branded.
Didn't know we had a jet yet.
Oh god, that you just gave me like a hope, like a goal to go for.
Jeez, that's
Private
dangerous.
jet? Are you
I know.
Everyone's not gonna sleep for like another week or two.
Another weekend we get a private jet. I don't think it's. I wish it was that easy.
It's not. It's also not
It's
even
possible.
viable. Like even rich people just
It just makes more sense.
Rent
private
off.
flights.
It
as
just makes
opposed to
more
own.
sense to rent it. There's a
Rent,
server.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a server.
Yeah,
Yes.
signature.
Yeah.
They're
Mhm.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
fun.
YouTubers fly
Like-
them.
Like an Uber for
Imagine flying
plane.
for every
Private.
VP meeting like in one place.
Flying.
on private jets.
Yo, that we better be making
Flying Alex and Bernie
millions of money.
into.
Don't even have to make
Fly in,
money.
fly
We
out.
can just do
Fly in
it.
the morning meeting. Fly out.
Yeah, we just all put it together like in this. Oh, that's actually.
Yeah.
No, don't give
I've
me
been in
ideas. That's
debt.
crazy.
You know, I'm pretty sure
We all
everyone's
just
been in debt.
put our money together. We
What's
should just
gonna
all have
change?
a weekend getaway in Hawaii for the whole.
Bruh, I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm with it.
Bruh.
Okay, okay. Joe, you're up.
A good win, I'd say, is I paid a few of my credit cards.
Hey,
Hey.
that's an
That's
adult
always a win.
Yes.
Was that with EDD money?
Next win.
Bro, what happened?
Hey,
What
Victoria,
happened?
why got explosive?
No, that's like way more productive than like a good how many other people are actually just, not using it for debt.
Yeah,
So,
that's
win.
true though. Yeah.
That's awesome, yeah.
I was able to finally buy myself like a camera I keep.
Oh, nice.
If you didn't know, every time I got a gig before, I'd ask friends or rent a camera without, all that. So that was fun.
Oh,
I
you're a
did
camera
that by
owner now?
myself, Yeah,
that's good.
The camera you used for the filming was.
I
fucking
mean,
great.
I failed all my COVID tests. I don't know if that's really a win.
It's
Yeah. Got a lot of them.
High score.
I passed all the other tests.
My credit score went up.
Hey,
Yay.
I deserve one of these.
My credit score went up to
I wonder if you guys could hear that.
736. And then I learned how to make bread.
Hey.
Whoa.
Like, wait, like the food bread or money bread?
Yeah,
Both. I'm kidding.
Hey, let's
No,
go.
like mostly the food bread.
There you go.
Mostly the food bread.
Food bread.
I'm making bread.
Oh,
Bread.
I actually, I have
There's some
another
crumbs this
Did
way.
you
yeah?
learn the whole process from like growing the plants?
The wheat, yeah.
Yeah.
Grinding and milling my own wheat now. Not yet.
I had another win.
Go ahead.
I saved 15% on car insurance by switching back up.
We're not even
Oh,
sponsored.
joke.
Yo, okay. If we have you just get a fucking video, a spec ad for them.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow.
Who else? Like Lauren, Jackie. I don't know if you.
Okay.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Like I started my first full-time dance job beginning of this year
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
at Arthur Murray, but then the lockdown happened.
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah, it's okay. It was good. I built a good student load there, so it was a nice way to end it.
damn, that sucks. COVID fucked us up.
Fucking COVID. That damn COVID.
COVID.
Yeah.
And this is why you started the 2 projects.
When I see
live
COVID, I'm
in the
fucking her up.
worst city in Russia in terms of COVID situation, by the way.
What was that?
I live in the worst city in Russia in terms of COVID situation.
Oh yeah, we live in the worst.
We live in the worst state.
in
We live in the worst land, dude.
We're all in the same boat.
Wow, crazy. We have relations.
The worst of the worst
Russia.
here, ladies and gentlemen.
suffering together.
New Jersey's already the worst state in America, period. And now there's COVID, even worse. Fuck New Jersey.
New Jersey's the worst state, and then COVID happened. And now
No, it's all the way down there in Florida.
Maybe you should come to the West
Clearly,
Coast.
they've never been to
West
Huntington
Coast.
Beach.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
What about you, Lauren?
Oh my God. It's definitely been a roller coaster of a year. But this dance studio that I was teaching at, we did our first, we did a virtual show for the kids. And my little student, I love him. He's so great. But he's like the only one who stayed for the show. So like the other classes, they had like kids and then they just kind of dwindled down. And then my student was the only one for our class. And I was like, yeah.
You're like, that's my boy.
He was so confident though. Like because we were doing the piece with him and he's like, no, I want to do it like just by myself. And I was like,
Hey, let's go. Let's get it.
Right.
All right, kid.
I'm like, sir.
Dang.
Yeah.
What was I doing as a kid? Not that.
Yeah.
Like not that.
What was I doing?
Oh yeah. That was a win.
I was collecting Pokemon cards.
Confidence, man.
Laying in the dirt.
So great.
Right?
And then
These kids don't play in the dirt these days.
I also cosplay. So I sewed 2 kimonos.
Damn.
For Nezuko?
No, I actually sewed Shinobu and Zenitsu.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Actually, hold on. It's in my closet.
Yo, you gotta show. Oh, she's gonna pull out. She's gonna just run out.
Do it.
So this is why we do the podcast, to expose the amount of nerds that are actually in the
Hey,
group.
Emroy, I don't know how old you are, but nerds are cool now.
That's
Yeah.
true. Fair.
Watching anime is cool now. Apparently.
I want to do an episode.
That's nice.
That's the butterfly chick.
Yep.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh,
It's
that
all by hand.
sleeve looked like it took forever.
Wow,
Jesus.
Yeah.
that's cool.
I
yo.
can't wait for the Demon Slayer movie to come out.
It is out.
It's out
Where?
in Japan.
It's out.
Yeah, it's in Japan.
Yeah.
I need English subs
Why?
because I'm illiterate. And,
Just figure it out.
Google Translate doesn't do it for me.
Nani?
Okay?
Google translate everything.
Soka.
Ooh.
To Cyberpunk anime titles.
You know what's funny? Speaking of subtitles, Alex was telling me the other day that he learned how to speak English playing the Star Wars game.
Hey, that's
Wait, what?
Wait, which Star Wars game?
Star Wars is my jam.
Star Wars.
Yes.
Dude, they need to remake the one in public for PS4, PS5.
No, they need to move on.
Shut up.
And so should you, B-Rock.
Since the newbies
shut up,
are
It's a
here,
gaming podcast.
because
now?
I'm pretty. I know
Maybe.
we're turning into a super gaming podcast instead of.
I'm sorry.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with
Rock's
it.
fault.
Oh, okay. So everyone already went with wins. Here. This is happening. Cool. So, so for the newbies that are here, I'm curious. Like, what was your, I guess, initial impressions prior to coming to the audition rehearsal, during, and then after? I'm curious.
Oh no, I don't know if you want to hear that. What?
Prepare yourselves, gentlemen.
All right, let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, let's hear
Does
it.
that include me? Am I failed?
Let's see. Prior? No. Because Brandon actually, he sent me a video, like a promotion video, and I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so clean. Because he was I can't word right now. Ugh. And I was like,
English is hard.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's strange. And I was like, wow, it's so like everyone just seems like super on it and like everyone's like amazing. And then we went into first rehearsal, and then you're like, all right, you're gonna learn these 7 pieces. And I was like, my pickup is really and then I was like, it's gonna get tested right now. And it did get tested, and I was like, all right, so this is what it is. We're in, we're out, here we go, 7 pieces. I was like, this we're gonna do all the time. I'm like, because I'm fine. This is great.
Generally, we are not that fast paced. There's normally some time for us to like a good roast session, but then I mean, Diego, you've been there, so
Yeah, he's not wrong.
so like, but because of obviously the COVID restrictions. Like we're trying to limit the amount of time we see each other, especially since the new lock it down rules.
Lockdown?
Lockdown rules.
Down.
Knock it down.
Knock it down.
Put that shit down.
It's just in the president says, lock it down.
Lock it down.
So
all the way down.
the minute that happened, like
have a city to lock.
like we didn't want to. Obviously, we had a huge debate of like how we were supposed if we should have 2 rehearsals, make it happen in one, trying to limit the exposure because anything can happen, and if anything, because we're all off doing our work, assuming we still go in office. I had doubted, but I'm just trying to.
What's an office?
We're just trying to limit the potential of anyone getting sick, which is obviously everyone had to get tested. The goal was to get it just done at that point. So, which was fucking amazing. Like, dude, like Diego saw was part of the first project. We had to learn 25 8 counts on that one. And then they learned that in an hour and a half. And then this one happened, and I was looking at the timestamp. I was like, this is a 6.5 hour routine. And they have to learn all that tonight. And I was like, Brandon, are we going to be able to? We made it happen, though. You guys fucking like.
Did he say 6.5 hour routine?
6.5 minutes.
Yeah,
He meant minutes.
6.5 minutes. 6.5 minutes.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. I was like, wait, what was
production, Diego?
What the heck?
Oh, whole ass production.
Yeah. All right.
It's 2 Hamiltons in one recording, dude.
Don't get me started
2
on
Lord of the
Hamilton.
Rings movies.
Me too. Bruh.
All right,
Yo, Hamilton is great. Was great live though. Just saying.
I want to see it live.
I saw it live in
Jackie
January.
or Victoria?
Yeah. I mean, before, I think I was just so excited because I was so excited to dance again since everything's been closed down. You told me that there would be all these precautions. So I was like, oh yeah, we're going to dance again. It's like, gonna see real people and dance around real people again. That was awesome. So at first I was just really excited. I didn't really think too much of the audition part, even though I knew that it's an audition together with a rehearsal. Yeah. But so in doing the rehearsal, I feel like everyone was so welcoming. It was like you were already a part of a team, even though you're like, you might get cut after the next piece. But everyone was very welcoming. After, I was like, okay, gotta work out at home because this is like the pace was so fast. We had to learn a lot. Like, it was a challenge, but just the fact of being around people again, knowing that that everyone was respecting the social distancing and all that was really amazing.
What about you, Jax?
I wouldn't be the best person to ask because I've been, I was telling Roy and Brandon, I've been recovering from a car accident for the past couple months. So everything's just been a blur. But all I knew was that Brandon was going to be there. I trust him that he was not going to get anything crazy.
Yeah, don't trust them, right?
I was just looking forward to dancing with people, like Victoria said, and that's what it was. It was good, but I definitely had this like existential time there where I was like there, but not really there, and I was struggling. But it was just, with this whole COVID time, something that's just more and more just in my life is just being thankful for little things like that, being with people again, dancing. So that's, that was my takeaway for the day, even though I didn't feel good.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know, like from the way you were dancing. I know there were parts that you were struggling, but I didn't know like a part of it was that you were still recovering from a car accident.
I could not have told. Like I could
we
not
would
tell.
not have been able to tell.
Thanks, guys. I had this like, I was so frustrated. I was like out of my body. Like, what are you doing? It was really frustrating. But everyone was super sweet and talented. So I appreciate you guys.
Everyone was.
Yeah.
Even Emroy.
You can say it.
I know
You
I
can
was.
say it. It's fine. You're new, but you can say it. I got your back. Don't worry. I'll back you up. I know it.
Before we hop, what was that?
Nothing.
Okay, I'll take that as a W on my end.
Sure.
Mark 1. Everything else is the asshole spreadsheet. We'll hop back on into the Christmas stuff in a sec. This past Monday was our shoot Victoria was your first video with us. How was your first, I guess, gig with us?
Yeah, I mean, it was just the fact of having an actual core sheet. I haven't done a lot of professional work since there's not a lot in Denmark. Just came here, everything closed down. But yeah, so it was. I feel like everything was very organized. We planned, and even though we had a lot of fun next to being very serious about getting everything done, and it was definitely something. I'm looking forward to the next shoot, that's for sure. And I really believe that what we shot that day is going to be an awesome video.
Yeah, I've been publicly editing the secret video.
It's not a secret.
Great.
I mean, hey, it's secret if you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hey, you just gotta be there, you know. And then
Emroy's secret.
Well, because I stream I stream while I'm editing.
That sounds expensive.
Because to show the process of it. But yeah.
By the way, can I say I've been really enjoying it just because I'm learning little new things on Adobe just by watching you.
Premiere.
I have a specific workflow, and I'm telling you, man, this mouse.
You're
is
welcome.
A lifesaver.
Yeah, that mouse be cheating, man. That mouse be cheating.
You're welcome. Alex too.
Alex is the reason I got it, man.
I got you the same one. I was like, Alex, that looks like the. Oh wait, no. Not the same one.
It has very bad quality in terms of like durability.
Oh, let's get a lot.
Never buy it.
Get the Logitech one.
Okay, so since it's the season of giving and all that stuff, tis the season of stuff, really. But anyone have a favorite Christmas memory? One thing that I always loved, I'd wake up to my mom blasting some old ass Tagalog music. Not that one. It'd be the other one, like super old, like Pasko na naman.
Oh, that like the ones that I hear on the streets back home.
Oh God, it was
on the streets.
People actually like go caroling and like.
I loved waking up to that because I was like,
Pasko.
So, and then
happy birthday.
Oh. No, Pastos.
Yeah, but it's Maligayang Bati, which is happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jesus.
So, yeah, that's mine. And getting Sonic 2. That was my favorite.
And getting Sonic 2, nice.
Yeah, Sonic 2. I'm a huge Sonic fan. Like I used to draw comic books of it in elementary school.
Nerd.
To the point where like it was actually featured in my school's library.
Wow.
That's right.
Dork.
I remember you telling me this.
Mega nerd.
I'm like, do you show it off still? Apparently he does.
Well, I don't have the comic books anymore. They're actually in storage. They're in a huge box.
At least you have them.
Yeah, so
storage.
Yeah.
I just can't remember them vividly. That's the problem.
Eating.
Yeah, I just eat on Christmas.
But no, like the getting drunk with your family for the first time.
I was about to say, at what age? 5?
Yeah.
I'm glad you remembered that one.
Was a good
memory. No, but like it's just different because like it's a welcoming to adulthood from your family. At least for me, I think. I don't remember, but
don't keep it.
There you go.
Wait, so
it's like the first time they don't see you as a kid anymore and treat you like an adult is when you. I don't know. I can't remember alcoholics, but
that's an interesting rite of passage.
Rite of passage.
It's good though. It's good.
Especially in Filipino households, you know how like if you're a child, you're like nurtured. You're like all the titas and titos like watch your back, and for the first time when they let go those reins, pretty much be like let go. You know what I mean? And like you're with us now. You do the looking out for the younger ones as well. Here, take the shot of Jameson. Here, take a shot of Hennessy.
Inspirational speech I'll give you.
I can finally pass something down to you.
Like, anak, it's your
my
turn.
Alcoholism.
Drink this red horse.
It's more like, here, anak, don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch.
Listen,
Don't be a little
my
bitch.
time is over from drinking at the parties. Your time
It's
has
your
just
turn.
begun.
Your time.
Hands you the Hennessy bottle like this.
You are the drunk uncle.
No, it's more
I'm a
like this.
girl.
Please open your mouth, huh?
Still got it.
But no,
got it.
as weird as it may sound, but like it's just
I get it.
like
No, I
a
get it.
milestone type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about you, Lauren? You said you freaking raised your hand. I saw that.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Okay.
My
so
bad.
One of my favorite Christmas memories. I feel really bad for saying this, but it's fine. So this was maybe like 2 years ago. And so I went home for Christmas, and normally my family will come over to the house. And then my cousin had come over, and he was like super drunk, and it was great. And we had all fallen asleep. And so we fell asleep. Maybe like 2:00 in the morning. My cousin has to like go pee. And then he gets up, and then he goes down what's supposed to be the hallway to the bathroom. However, it was not the hallway to the bathroom. It was to the kitchen. It was to the kitchen. And so I hear from my ear, I hear like a tinkle, but on the refrigerator. And I was like, what is going on? And then we woke, like all of us woke up because we were all like in the living room, like which is next to the kitchen. And he's like, my uncle wakes up and he's like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, this is not the bathroom. He's like, no, man. And then he's like, and then my cousin's like so drunk. He's like, did you pee on the fridge? But to my uncle, and he's like, no, man. and we never told my mom because she would not be happy about that. So
Sure,
that
whoop
was one of
someone's
my
ass.
yeah. So she was up in her room sleeping, and then it was like me and the rest of my uncle and my aunt and my cousin and my sister, and we were like, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
The smell of piss coming from
Did
the
you guys
kitchen.
clean it up? Actually, that's a good.
Yes, we did.
Let's go back to your room. My mom.
But you
Your
left
mom.
that part of
Your
the
mom will
story
take
out.
care of it.
It's like, not my job. That's not my job.
Yeah.
It was the dog.
Yeah.
It was the dog.
It was the dog.
Yeah.
Blame it on the
So,
dog.
Merry Christmas. That was
That was a good gift.
Yeah. It was the gift of laughter and happiness.
And
That's my favorite Christmas story now. I tell people that story when they say, hey, what's your favorite Christmas story? Oh, I got one for you.
But Joey's
this
gonna
is
change
girl
it.
Lauren.
It's not mine.
Joey's gonna change it up. There was one time I got drunk and I pissed on the fridge.
I didn't do it, but I know someone that did it. It's like people are immediately gonna think.
You said my favorite Christmas story,
It
not.
didn't have to be mine.
It's like, what's your favorite scary story? Oh, got one.
Have you
It's not
watched Shazam?
mine.
Okay.
I mean, when I was a kid, like when I was little, because my birthday's really close to Christmas. So Christmas Day, with like I guess my dad's side of the family will all get together and like we'll open presents like with each other. We'll like, we're just like, oh, this is for cousin whatever, and what and then we start opening. We get all our gifts, and then all the cards on mine say Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday. And that made me so sad because I know 5 days later I wasn't getting shit.
Oh.
Her birthday's on December 30th.
So I have to like depend on some of my. I had this one godmother who always gave me something for Christmas and my birthday. I'm just like, bless you. I don't believe in God, but let Him bless you.
Let him bless you. Thank you. Yes.
Mano po.
I mean, your favorite Christmas memory wasn't me randomly surprising you.
That was my birthday, asshole.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, get out of here.
That was my birthday.
It's still the season of like,
No,
Never mind.
once Christmas is over, it's over because it's my birthday.
Fine.
You did it for the vlog.
I respect that. I see that. I respect that.
Fair enough.
It makes sense, you kind of want your birthday to be something separate. Like I get it. That,
I mean, it's not as bad as anyone that has birthdays on Christmas Eve.
on Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Or about having birthdays on like February 29th. It's like,
Dude, that's
It only
I know a
happens.
couple of people.
That's
I
Marie.
know a couple of
Dude,
leap year
That's
babies.
Marie.
That's Marie. Yeah, Marie's technically
Okay.
like 5 years old.
Yeah, she's a leap year baby.
She's technically like 5 years old.
Yeah.
Know someone who's like 8 years old right now.
am I right?
Rock.
Jeez, everybody just throwing each other.
Mentally,
under
I'm
the
8
bus.
years old.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Um,
I would hope if shit hits
It's Christmas,
then.
damn it.
Back. So, all right, anyone else got some memories that they want to share?
I got one. It's kind of like a tradition that my family does, and it kind of sucks because this year we can't do it, because of COVID. But pretty much the day after Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving, the day after Christmas, and the day after Christmas, and then the day after New Year. So Christmas Day morning, and then like the first day of the New Year, my family invites the whole entire family over into our house, and we do like menudo and French toast. Yeah, but the thing you have to realize is that we don't have a lot of space, right? So we do it super early. And people start trifling in, and like they eat, and then after they eat, they go to the living room, and then after they go to the living room, they usually leave because it's like they're full. They already drank a bit. It's time to go home. It's the morning because we're gonna go to my grandma's to go drink some more, and so it's cool because it's super small downstairs, and it's super packed, but it kind of sucks because now with like all the rules that are going on, we're not gonna be able to do it this year. But that is definitely like a Christmas tradition, New Year's tradition that we hold that is always fun.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I also really enjoy my Christmas gifts from my grandma because she low-key be like smuggling me drug money. Like she just like be like, hey, good to see you.
I love that.
The umbrella walk.
Hey, have a good time.
My grandma actually once gave me a torta for Christmas.
Damn.
But inside was like
money.
It was money in a plastic.
Money in a torta.
What the?
It was money in a plastic bag.
Did you rip it open first?
Did you try to eat it?
Did you bite it? I was thinking.
Oh no, dude! I come on, that's my grandma. I already knew what was going on. I was like, oh, it's in here somewhere.
It's like taking it apart.
Imagine
like
the first thing you do is just eat it and you shit out a fucking.
I shit out $100 bill.
You shit out $100 bill.
Do I have more in there?
My grandma's like, hey, did you have a good Christmas? I'm like, I had a terrible shit.
Damn.
But yeah, that's
part of the podcast too.
That's something we're doing. Nah, don't talk to Luca. Luca different.
Oh, okay.
Rude.
I just realized you were.
That's species.
I could bring my dog too for the cheesiness too. You want me to?
No, you're already sitting down.
Oh, nice.
So last year, in Denmark, we celebrate Christmas it's very different. We do it on the 24th, and we don't really do anything in the daytime, or in the morning or anything. But then at night, we dance around the Christmas tree. We just walk around with holding each other's hands, walking around the tree. But that's what we call dancing, I guess. But yeah.
Hey,
that sounds cool, man. Like,
it does.
It's movement to music.
It's just like noob level. Walking around the Christmas tree, don't get too fast because you also have old people, and dogs running around. But so my family, we're a huge family. So we unwrap all the gifts. It's like 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oh,
and then we've been drinking the whole day, right? Like a little beer, some wine.
Of course.
All right. And then we're European. So
they start at 9.
But last Christmas. Okay.
Copyright. Hold on.
All right. Well, so we started freestyling. All of us, my whole family, are just
Damn,
sitting.
grandma getting down with head spins.
That's what I thought.
No.
That's exactly what happened, dude.
No dancing. We were rapping. So sitting. My mom,
MC grandma into his house.
It was hilarious. So it was like one of those like freestyle games where you say a verse, or you have like a couple bars, and then you pass it on to the next one. And
pass the mic.
It was hilarious. Right. It was hilarious hearing my drunk mom and my drunk dad just like coming up with these lines, and it was, oh my god, it was hilarious. That's one of my best memories. That was last Christmas.
That should also be a drinking game.
I need to like hang out with
I know, right?
Family.
Can we come to your family get those?
Right.
Yeah, right.
We're all flying to Denmark.
Dude, I could just see like expectations versus reality. Like you could be dropping like hard ass beats, and you're just
knees
like,
weak, arms are sweaty.
I got a cat and a cat.
You like take a video in the morning.
And then go black.
Dude, that should be once COVID is done, or that should just be the next segment of like. Just
listen. We can dance.
Low key rap.
We can dance. We can video edit. We can play video games. But wow, rapping.
Whoa. Speak for yourself,
we're gonna start off our deck. Yo, what's up, everyone? It's one of the elements of hip hop. MCing. We're gonna attempt it today.
We're gonna attempt it today.
Keyword.
Our 4 elements.
Can you freestyle rap?
Not good,
like
but
right now.
Give me subject. Give me subject.
Are you talking about B-Rock?
No,
I'm gonna drop a subject.
Victoria, if like your family.
No.
Oh, Victoria.
No,
Okay, so when the mic goes to you,
she's sober. She's sober right now. That's why.
That's the thing.
I could dance.
I can dance.
Yes, that I can. Freestyle, I can't. I mean, we took videos, and the day after, I was dead. It was so freaking funny.
No one can see those videos.
Exactly. They're in Danish. You don't even want to try to understand what we're saying.
I'm filming.
That's the thing. It might sound way cooler because it's another language, right? So you have no idea how.
There she got bars.
Hold on. Real talk. Can you say something in Danish? It's Danish, right? Denmark.
Yeah, exactly. Danish. Yeah.
Can you say Emmer's an idiot?
Oh, what? Dang.
I can't say that. He's the yeah. I know.
Don't worry, I'll protect you as a COO.
Temper Tantrum det cooleste, bedste firma i hele verden.
She's going off.
Hey.
I will translate. Let's translate one by one.
All right, so we got next up we got the Russians going to be dropping some bars.
He legit breaks bars, just like
that's what he does.
Like Bender.
How the fuck did we? Oh, we were talking about Christmas memories, like
That's right, Christmas memories.
I guess freestyling.
Because apparently freestyling is a Christmas.
It's a Christmas tradition.
Dude,
like climbing 8 Mile in your family household is a Christmas tradition.
Dude, I'm telling my grandma to drop some bars this year.
My bars are just inappropriate, so
I'm the only one that. I'm the only one here from my family, so like, yeah.
Hey, Emroy, you're my family.
You have Jordan.
You're off the team. No, here's the thing.
Hey, B-Rock, don't ruin my moment.
No, yes, you're right. I do have Jordan, but the thing is, he's always with his mom. They're doing family things. So on their side. So most of the time, it's just me hanging out with Max. That's about it.
You have Temper Tantrum, duh. You have Vision Paradox, duh.
You're both fired.
Damn it. All right, guys.
Something new.
Anyone else?
Y'all know how many times I've gotten fired?
I'll just hire myself back. I'm the COO.
Anyone else with favorite, Christmas memories or holiday memories?
We in Soviet Russia.
Soviet Russia.
That's the first time I'm going to say that.
I was in mid-bait.
In Soviet Russia.
In Soviet Russia.
Christmas have memory of you.
We go out.
Christmas
I was not ready for that. I was in mid-drag.
We plan out nuclear warfare while eating beets.
And dropping beats.
He dropped nuclear bombs.
And exactly, dropping those beats.
Okay, sorry, go ahead, Alex.
They also play chess.
We in Soviet Russia don't celebrate really Christmas, but we celebrate New Year in a very similar fashion. We have like a Christmas tree, like gift boxes under it. So like it's like kind of the same concept. So when I was a child, I was like a very curious child, and I wondered where do gifts come from under the Christmas tree. And so I decided to stay all night.
Like every kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what did you find?
And what did you find?
And I fell asleep. Right. And woke up surrounded by gifts. So that was fun.
You know what my dad would have done?
So like annoyed by that. So because I fell asleep.
Wait, so is there a Santa, like, I guess, story in Russia as well? Like, is there like do you guys believe in Santa? That sounds so stupid.
I don't.
Like, do you guys tell kids, like, if you behave, as long as you're good this year, Santa, all that stuff. Do you guys have that?
Yeah.
I prefer the story.
We just call it differently. We call it, without translation, like in Russian, it's called Dead Moroz.
Dead Moroz. Oh, that sounds like a badass.
That sounds like a band.
That's a band.
That sounds like
as long as you behave, Dead Moroz will visit you. They fucking.
That's my emo band.
Which roughly could be translated as Grandpa Frost. So.
Okay.
Grandpa Frost.
There you go.
Grandpa Frost. Now it sounds like an old, wise superhero.
How's everybody doing?
That's Frozone.
Grandpa Frost.
That's Frozone when he's old. Grandpa Frost.
Hey.
We also have like feminist version of it too. Like we have Snegurochka, which is like it goes like way back into like traditions and stuff, and it's like very old concept.
What's the folklore?
I don't remember exactly.
So she's the reason for it, or like. No,
I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wait, anyone else? Chris?
Alex is too young for that.
Shut up. She's only 20. So.
Yeah.
Wait, Victoria, how old are you?
21.
21.
Oh my God.
No, okay. This is what's funny. Just to go on a quick tangent on the previous rehearsal. No, actually, I think this one. When we said to take a break, the 30-year-olds went to go drink some water. The 20-year-olds stayed on the floor
to just hang out,
practicing
and run the choreo.
I remember when I was dancing with you guys for Temper Tantrum for the last video. When you said take a break, we were all yelling at the young ones. Take a break means don't move. Get some water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was trying to enforce like stop dancing, like leave the rest, because you're still
save your energy.
All right.
Isn't it?
It's 3 hours. You need a break.
Yeah. Wait, what was that, Jackie?
I said you wrote that in your email too.
Yeah.
When I say take a break, I mean take a fucking break.
Yeah. If you watch if you watch my streams, I'm adamant about taking breaks.
Yep.
I work a lot, but it's because it's like the equivalent of
take a break
of.
You can go and see our father.
Also, California work laws require us to take a break.
Am I right?
Okay.
I need to take a break from cyberpunk.
So, yeah, but the philosophy of it is like it's similar to working out. How many times are you gonna do reps until you need to rest?
Yeah, you need recovery time.
At one point, does it start working against you? Which is why I'm against.
Work hard, rest harder.
Hey,
yeah, like it's. I try to.
I leave as little rest in between my workouts because you never know when you're gonna have some type of audition where they want you to run it back to back. No break. Listen. All I'm gonna say is I took a program and it was called the Now program, and it pretty much a lot of it was talking about how like you never really want to get yourself ready for something. You always want to be ready for any kind of situation.
Yeah,
so
I agree with that 100%. But also the rest is equally as important as the work, because if you don't let your body recover and also let your subconscious marinate in all the content that you've learned, that your body fully get ready for the next round, then are you truly performing at 100% if you're not fully recovered?
Dang.
So that's
recovery much easier in physical activities.
It's the same thing in terms of like it and just being productive. Like if you want to be productive in creating stuff, rest is a huge component. One of my favorite studies that I learned was from LeBron James. He's 36, still dunking like he's in his 20s.
Jeez, he's 36.
Yes,
36. And he's turning 37.
He sleeps 10 hours a day. I mean, albeit he's a hyper athlete, but also Usain Bolt, he sleeps about 10 hours
like
a day.
20 days.
Like sleep is essential because that's where your subconscious does all the real work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because so there's only so much our conscious minds can do, which is why I'm adamant of like take a break, let your muscles get ready, because it's better than trying to force the issue and have it stress out and burn out even more.
That is true. Like to piggyback off that is like not only physical recovery is good, but mental recovery is good as well. Because like recently I took a month off from streaming because just had to mentally get my mind back into things to stream again, because you just got to recover. Take time for yourself as well.
Yeah.
So
don't stay up and work till 6 a.m.
You never know.
I don't work until 6 a.m.
Recover.
Anymore.
Well, the answer is
okay. Wait, hold on.
for 10 hours.
Yes. No. Hey, Alex was saying something. What was that?
I was saying that mental recovery is very hard to manage because there is no like such thing as like pure recovery like we have in physical activities. Like in physical activities, like your muscle don't work, that means you're recovering. But in mental, you can always like process something with your brain and never actually recover. Then you think that you're recovering. So like it's way harder to manage, and only sleep is the pure solution to that.
I'm not saying it is, but I'd say it's a huge component of it, especially rest in performing at a high level. Because albeit there's like other things to consider. I don't know, the mental and emotional experiences you go out throughout the day, or there's even sometimes people go through traumatic stuff. So sleep isn't exactly the answer, but that's where the whole conversation of self-care comes into the equation. I'd say at the most basic level of being a high level performer is sleep. But then everything else is self-care. That goes with the, getting, I don't know, whatever you do for your morning routine, meditating, exercising, I don't know, playing video games, whatever it else that helps take care of the mind, hanging out with people. So that's like, but that the thing is with self-care stuff, it's hard to put that to quantify that. We can't be like, oh, X person spent 3 hours with B-Rock this week. His mental health went down. So
that's just with hanging out with Emroy in general.
Shit, that's called a video game right there.
So, but if anything, the most quantitative thing that has helped is the sleep. But I do agree 100% that there's also many other things that affect us from being able to perform at a mental and emotional level. How the fuck did we get here? But
we talked about. Fuck! How did we get there?
But this is a great conversation.
We're talking about breaks.
But yeah, Bernie, I'm interested to hear from you because you're a freaking judo coach who's going to be coaching the next Olympian.
What? Really?
The next Manny Pacquiao.
That's my goal.
Oh shit! Goal. Okay, I thought you were doing that right now.
No, not yet. The kids I'm teaching are way too young to even qualify for Olympics.
And let me go. I'll meet you over there in the Philippines, and then we'll
never say
what's the minimum age for Olympics?
Never say never.
What is the minimum age for?
18, no?
16.
Oh, 16.
16. Or, I think.
There are, yep.
It's not every event, but yeah,
not
16.
Every.
So I wouldn't have to lay that I'm 18. Okay.
Like definitely gymnastics, like at least 16. Some of them look 12.
At least 16.
Yeah,
I would say the importance of I believe in the importance of recovery because being a coach myself, I would say I could see a lot of burnouts happening, especially with younger athletes, because what happens is you are so primed to be doing the action, like especially pre-games. I could see a lot of because the kids that I coach, whenever we go to competition, I just let them do their form, but not going hard because I want them to use like that full energy on the exact moment when you are up to use it, like max performance on the performance time, but rest it up because I could see a lot of, especially old school way of training, like kill your muscle before the game. I could see a lot of people doing reps, and my kids are just like hanging out there, eating, listening to music, and playing video games. And I'm gonna say, once you're up, just warm them up like before to stretch the muscle. I would say warming up on breaks. If my advice is, if you'd have to like rest, just, or if you can't help your body but work out, like do something that's not the same as what you're doing for your reps. Like, let's say, like you dance, maybe you could do a little stretch, or if you're doing hip hop, maybe you could do a little slow, something that's slow, that focuses more on flexibility and preparation for the muscle, but not the action per se, like what you are up to do per se, because it diminishes performance. I would have to agree, because when I was still competing, I would say most of good wins that I got are from those where I play my phone prior to like stepping on the mats, as compared to those where I was super pumped up.
Yeah.
Maybe because you're hyper focusing.
Like,
so you tend to lose your play once you get in there. But if you're playing, you're chilled.
Yeah, it's the classic saying of like, you don't want to be too high or too low. It's just like field. And the thing is, when you mentioned old school way of doing things, of going all out. You just reminded, it took me back to my competition days where we would be dancing the whole fucking day.
Oh,
agree.
Out.
Oh yeah.
How I trained
all the time. So and then
stress.
It just made it stressful. And then you know, there's the whole thing. It was like, when everyone's doing the same thing, it's time to start questioning, can there be another way? So it's like, but the thing is, because we see exhibition teams, and albeit there's talent is a variable, but there's exhibition teams that fucking do few rehearsals, but they're still beast in it, and they can, and it's like, and it's comparable to the competitive teams, for some of them. So it's like, what you know, I feel like there's a level of relaxation, or I think that, or even keelness, and that exhibition teams have. I mean, there is added mental pressure of competing. I think the approaches can all be the same, but the thing is, especially I think in Western society or in America, where it's all about, you know, push yourself to exhaustion. I think there's a certain point to that. But I also adapted this Russian philosophy in working out from fucking Alex.
Alex
like what I say?
So
what's my philosophy now?
Because
no, of course, yeah.
He's one of the world class. He's ex KGB, and his methodology of yes. So like his
so ripe old age of 20.
Like, his methodology is all like, it was going like of, especially when he was him training Olympic weightlifters. It's like, never like on prep go like 80%. Like, you never want to burn yourself out, because that's, again, training your nervous system to always burn out. So you want to build the strength up for it, and then on the rough days is where you actually push it. But in between each sets, he'd be like, rest 5 minutes, like let your muscles fully recover, because you want to be able to fully perform. So it's like, that's where like the idea of rest, it really started flourishing even more. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to push rest on rehearsals, because it's like the mental break is great. Like taking especially on stressful days of work, it's like, oh, fuck this. I need to go out and, no, maybe not go out, but like do something else, like a video game.
I adapt that like kind of same thing on, because like when I was younger, I never competed in anything physical really, but I was very competitive when it came to grades. I was one of those people. So I had to get straight A's or else. So like there was a lot of people that were like kind of like at my level, like with like grades and everything, but we'd all sit there and they'd all study in a group, and they're just like panicking literally 30 minutes before a big exam. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here like just like perusing the book casually, and they're like, or you know, I was going to compete in a spelling bee, but I got sick the day before. But like apparently people were like practicing for it, and they were just like spell, you know, onomatopoeia. Like they were having their parents train them, and I'm just like, just read a fucking book. Read a fucking book, sound it out, and you're done. Don't compete when you're not competing.
Yes, agree.
Don't compete when you're not competing.
Yeah,
like when it's game time, it's game time. But like when like leading up to it, just be like,
chill.
Yeah.
Chill out.
You brought up something that Diego and I brought up in a recent podcast. Make sure you guys go listen to that. Was that a story with Floyd Mayweather? Like, he's not my favorite boxer, but I think Triple H visited him on the day of one of his matches, and he was asked, and Floyd was just watching TV. It was the day of his match, and he was like, "Aren't you going to train? Aren't you going to practice?" And he's like, "I already did all the training.
Yeah.
Like, if I still have to train and prepare,
It's the night before, yeah.
it's like I haven't done my job. If we're panicking, when we're on deck or the day of, then we have it fully prepared.
If you don't have it now, you'll never have it.
So I love how we just went in on this topic real quick.
I remember something about rest. I just want to
Go for it. I feel like this is going to be very valuable for anyone who's listening.
There are some elite athletes who just sleep, who literally just eat, sleep, and train. So
Kobe.
they play. This goes for most like jiu-jitsu, like big ass jiu-jitsu people. So what they do is they like do it all when they train, and then they hydrate, they eat, and they literally just sleep. So that's like their life cycle, and they kill it on the mats. Like they kill it on the mats because the body's like well rested. So they sleep for more than, the hours of the day when they're not training or they're not eating, they're sleeping. It makes them perform.
Wow.
Okay, but that goes for people who doesn't have anything else to do, right? I would say.
Yeah, you can't really tell people that like that's the way to go, because somebody that doesn't have like the money or anything can't really do that. Like obviously it works if all you do is work.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Sleep and just train.
If you live
Eat,
to train.
sleep, cyberpunk.
Oh my god. Eat, sleep, cyberpunk.
Okay. All right. So whoever is listening to this, I hope you guys enjoyed the importance of rest and the whole, don't.
Go take a nap now.
Especially
no rest.
Go take.
Do it now.
Keep going.
No rest.
Not now. After the podcast finishes.
I think there's
understand the importance of rest. Yes.
Yeah. I think there's a time and a place for going further beyond.
Mm-hmm.
But
plus ultra. Sorry.
Oh my god.
This is what it means to go even further beyond.
But
you're quoting something.
Yes.
And I know it's dweeby.
It's both.
Oh, there we go.
Markiplier and My Hero Academia. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
So there's certain times for it. Like there are times where I just have the energy and the hype just do a random all-nighter because I'm excited to just work.
Mm-hmm.
So,
agree.
Like last night when Cyberpunk released.
Meanwhile, I'm silently judging Emroy for still working, even though he's like, I need to take a break. I'm like,
I mean, because there's so many ideas and projects that I want us to do. Like, I have like 5 projects for us that I want us to do.
He just pitched a bunch of
projects.
And I have one. Like, I'm going to tell you one. It's a stupid idea.
Oh,
but I want.
That means it's great.
Wait, what, Joey?
Do any of them have to do with food?
No.
No.
No,
I don't care about your damn project.
This idea is dance ruins everything. Our dance interrupts.
Okay,
so
I'm intrigued.
Diego left.
So I don't know. You're taking a shit, and your homies come in and just start locking and dancing while you're taking a shit. You're about to.
Why would they come
homies
in?
come in and start dancing, and it's like, hey, you're about to get laid.
And here's the thing.
You're at a funeral. The priest starts locking and dancing.
I asked him too. I was like, "Is there like some deeper meaning where like where it shows the importance of dance and how it affects everyone's daily lives?" He's like, "No, it's just some stupid thing." I'm like, "Then never mind. I'm not into it anymore."
See, when he said that, I thought Emerald was going with the stupid TikTok dances.
Oh no!
Oh,
So I thought
That would gather views.
That would be a good anti-TikTok ad.
I thought you were going in that direction.
Are your children doing
God,
TikTok dances? Oh,
That should be it. TikTok dances into ruin.
I want
Someone's taking a shit. Someone comes in with a fucking
Why do they
TikTok
have to
dance.
take a shit?
look.
How are we gonna film that?
Fucking, we filmed The Last Supper. Judas starts doing a fucking The Renegade.
Stop.
Judas starts doing the WAP.
Yeah, this is
Hey,
one of
if
the
you do
ideas.
those videos, I kind of want credit on that.
Or like during the crucifixion, like there's like a Roman soldier that walks
I
and
have
just
a
goes.
question.
What was that?
I have a question. I think that could relate to anybody here. Who would you dance for, or I guess who would you work for want to work for in either dancing or media or taking pictures of.
Wow.
Or game with. Or judo with.
Or judo. Just covering everybody's fields
Just
right
cover,
now.
yeah.
Jeez.
Or play Cyberpunk with.
Play Cyberpunk with Keanu.
Jeez, can you imagine? That'd be pretty fun.
Dude, imagine, and he's just under an AK.
All the back, like the behind the scenes he knows.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Alex.
I got mine because mine's real quick. Mine is pretty much like the answer to anything when you mention any kind of celebrity. I would love to. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. I love you.
I'm sorry.
The Rock. Like, hold on here.
The Rock.
Give me 1 second. I'll show you guys.
Oh, dang, he's there.
He's there right now. He just pops in his head. Yo, I'm gonna fucking edit that shit in.
Okay, hold on.
Oh,
I thought The Rock was there.
You're not the Rock.
I'm not
The
the Rock.
Rock.
He's like,
What a
oh, I forgot to
letdown.
feed him tonight, so he's a
I
little.
forgot to feed him. He's in the closet. No, but so I have this Rock pillow.
Do you cuddle with it every night?
Whoa.
You got a bondo. Okay.
It's the Rock with holding
You are
puppy.
literally sleeping on a
Oh
rock.
my god.
He has The Rock waifu pillow.
I pretty much do.
to him.
Oh, all night, every night, every night, all night, every night.
Yo,
So
The
pretty
Rock
much-
is legendary at
Dude, The Rock is amazing.
Yeah.
The Rock can act, he can wrestle, he can sing, he can kick your butt, he can make
He
you
used
feel
to play
special.
football.
He used to
Yeah.
play football. Like,
Make
Do
you
it,
feel special.
do you guys know?
They should make
who
him the
can
next
beat
Mr.
The
Clean.
Rock?
That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be
Hey.
fucking rad.
Oh.
Paint his eyebrows
Yo.
white and everything.
There so there we go. Celebrity. If dance, play video
He's a
games, sing
demigod.
with, I'll take pictures of him. I don't. Doesn't
Maui
matter.
The Rock Johnson.
Thank you.
Maui
Yes.
the Rock.
Maui the Rock.
Maui The Rock
I have
Johnson.
one.
Oh,
All right,
okay,
you
go,
got
go, go.
there's my answer.
That's a good
Do you
answer.
know what beats The Rock?
Say paper, and I'm gonna punch you. I hate y'all.
Wait, Lauren had something.
Yeah, Lauren, go
Lauren
ahead.
had something.
Oh, Rosie says Diego has me to thank for his rock pillow. Oh,
Yeah, that. Wait, what? Are you streaming this somewhere? What?
Yes, I am.
Rosie gave you a
Yeah.
solid. Is what
They are.
she's saying.
yeah. She responded to me on my Facebook.
Support.
All right, yeah, go.
Hey,
go ahead, Lawrence.
I would, my all-time goddess who I would love to dance for, who still performs, and I'm like, oh my god, is Boa Quad.
Yes.
Boa.
Yeah, the K-pop
Is-
star.
Boa.
K-pop,
Wow, yeah,
K-pop.
that's right.
Like, she
K-pop.
performed at Mama. Oh my god, that was amazing.
She's still to this day,
Uh-huh.
and I think, wait, what? Like, I first heard of her when I was in like 8th grade. That was like
Oh.
back in like 2006. She's
Yep.
still
Killing
doing it.
She runs circles
killing the
around these
game.
newbies.
Oh my
Dang.
god. So I would love to dance for her. And the fact that now I am of age where I can like actually like go and dance and work in the industry, it's like a little anime dream for me.
For me, I have two people. One would be Gary Vee to learn how to for the business, and the other one would be Phil Jackson during the Laker or Chicago era, because I'm interested in how he approached bringing these big egos in and creating the team culture to create a winning championship team.
Pretty much taking Michael Jordan down a notch and then taking Kobe down a notch in both of his championships. That makes sense.
It's not really down a notch, but just like how the.
Well, I mean, come on, you have two like big like I'm
But,
the
like-
shit characters, and you're able to like
have
make
them
them
buy
work
into
with
a
the team.
belief. Yeah, it's like that's what I've always been fascinated in, which is like
that's a good one. Like leadership. That's a good one right there.
and his books like had changed how I approach leadership.
The merged company would be called Vision Paradox.
Vision Paradox.
Vision.
Why?
How do you spell that?
I'm still
Gary
trying to
Vee,
think.
We.
Gary
I'm
Vee.
still trying to hear it.
Yeah.
Is it like
I heard it, but-
Ouijian? Ouijan.
Vision.
Ouija board.
Okay. Anyone else?
A Luigi board.
I would dance with Anderson Paak. because
Ooh.
I don't know if you guys follow him on social media, but he's like one of the
Bruh.
people ever, and he's dope. Dancing with him would be like dancing with a cartoon character. Like he's that animated, and it would just be super fun. I think.
His tracks are fire.
I would
like
dance
God.
with Bruno Mars because I just love like his style.
Oh, that's a good one too. That's a
Dancing
good
with
one.
So
Bruno
like that's like more my
Mars.
style, and to be like a business or photographer for Mamba, dude. I got do that for the Black Mamba
Oh,
because he's so business mind driven and like focused in his zone. So like he would elevate me and then. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Skyrocket to the top, baby.
This guy, no, fucking really do.
All I know is meow.
All right.
It sounded like a falling.
Anybody else?
No, Joey.
What the fuck? Is it roof?
This is a great question.
I know.
I know.
I would like to make a trailer for something that's like very, very popular and anticipated.
Like a movie trailer?
Cyberpunk 2079.
Or
Question?
for Elon Musk, like
Oh yes.
That's a good one.
That's a really
Yes.
good
The
one.
secret.
As someone who used to work for Tesla,
something
yes.
about like new technology, like something like that.
Well,
Would be cool.
we should all get the vodka too. Is it the vodka or is it tequila?
Tequila.
Tequila.
There you go.
Tequila.
The
Tequila.
Rock has
Okay.
the tequila.
Yeah.
I got an email from him one time.
From Elon Musk?
Yeah, because I was working at Tesla, and this is when the pandemic pretty much started. So I worked there for like 3 weeks, and then the pandemic like started right then. And then they're like, "We got to let you go because you're a temp." And I was like, "Yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
It is what it is." But I got an email, and I was like, and I still have it. So pretty much saying,
Did you get a Tesla?
damn, I wish. No, I got to drive them. The email was pretty much saying, if you want to stay home from work, you're more than welcome to. I will not.
That,
I was
that's
like,
all it said?
No, it's like
Okay.
it's longer. But that's
said
like the Spark
GG.
Notes version of it.
Just imagine, just like
I was
10,
like, dang, what a
10 words.
beast.
I would have loved to film anything with Robin Williams.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I didn't know we're talking about like dead people, man. I
Oh,
thought we were talking about like alive.
Bruno Mars is alive.
who said Kobe?
Someone said Kobe.
I didn't. I know he's the one that started it. I didn't know we were going off for like dead people. I would have said I wouldn't want to dance.
It
with
didn't
Michael
have to be,
Jackson.
man. You said
Ooh,
whoever
Michael
you
Jackson.
wanted.
Yeah, and you had The Rock.
Well, yeah.
That's the great
Wow.
still
That's still a really good
What you want me to say? My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to work side
Not
by
even
side with
real.
him.
No, Bernie,
not
he
even
legit
real.
said,
Exactly,
I want
Maxine.
I want a judo god. That's what
Oh,
Bernie
shit.
said.
Wait, what? When?
You're
That'd
gonna
be
wrestle
fine.
God.
That'd be tight. I want to battle him. What's up, son?
I would. I would
Fucking no-handed air flares.
No-handed
air
Oh
flares.
yeah. And
I came
no
motion
for that.
superpowers. No use of superpowers. Just plain.
You
You gotta be
doing-
human.
I would watch The Rock
So he-
versus,
so he has
versus
to-
God for the title.
Oh,
And you can't read my mind. That's not allowed. No mind reading.
Jesus pulls out the
What
foldable
kind of God do you
chair.
have? What the-
I think it's,
The referee's out cold.
Here comes Jesus Christ with a chair.
Oh, who's that? Who's that? Oh, it's Satan.
It's Judas. It's
God
Judas.
is my witness.
you fucking.
This man is dead. The song goes on it.
He don't breaking his whole body.
This whole
He's
this
got
whole podcast
he's
is just
got a
gone off the
highway.
Dude.
We're going to hell. It's great.
You know what? I feel like you should really limit the people on the podcast at this point.
No, I enjoy.
No.
I honestly enjoy this because then you see the different personalities interacting with each other, and
To see how much Emery is rubbing off on me.
no,
Hey.
but because then
Hey, as long as
Bad
you
influence,
enjoy it.
guys.
because that's a
Rubbing off on you, or just rubbing up on you?
okay, but you see the way I see it is
I am.
other brands seeing seeing a cast, like seeing the chemistry that they watch, because essentially what people see us on YouTube is a cast of characters that they watch on TV. except
Mhm.
it's not as produced. There's gonna eventually
We're creating a parasocial relationship.
yeah, like once you
We're
move
more better.
once you move into like phase 2, which is once after we establish the brand, people are there's going to be, and I think Brandon has shared it, like when he's on Core, he got like fan art, so like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and then you guys getting your own kind of quote unquote
We
fans.
need to sell T-shirts with our logos. We need to create logos for each of us.
Merchandise.
oh the
And
merchandise.
sell merch.
Do you want to tell me your idea real quick, Emma?
Mini figures of each of
You have an
us.
Wait,
idea?
what's
We
my
want to hear
idea?
it.
Which
What's
one?
your
The
idea?
thing is,
Which
Onesies.
Jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
leggings,
Jersey.
galaxy leggings.
Yeah.
Like
No,
figurines,
underwear.
like little Emeroy that you can
Little
push.
Emerald.
Emerald. No, phase 2, the merchandising would be end of phase 1 when we start having a bigger audience. Because I think the biggest mistake a lot of people do when they start building their online social
They
presence
start selling merch first.
They sell
Yes.
they sell merch.
Hello, Joey.
So it's and it's hard to sell. I mean, it works in terms of like if you have like people that are already down. Like that's why if people do sell soon, I would go in a quote unquote back order channel of like pre-ordering it, so that way you have if you meet the minimum demand to produce. That's what Fanbase did back in 2011, 2012 to help get us money for HHI. We would have pre-orders of all these clothes, and then we would produce it. So that's one way to produce it, if to sell merch without having an audience. So but with us, I want to move into merchandising once we have something a little bit more established, and for us, exclusively for us, for both VP and Temper Tantrum, it's something I did back in VP. I'm going to spoil it, but whatever. It'll be, you guys will forget about it anyways in 3 years. Those people who are in a minimum of 3 years in either company gets their own jersey, which is the equivalent, which is essentially like my version of retiring your jersey, but you can just rock it. So, and VP obviously is going to have their own version. Temper Tantrum is going to have their own version of the jersey, and it's going to have your name in the last name and number. So it's like it's like to acknowledge that you've been with us for a while. So,
Jeez.
Yeah. So
Number, serial code.
serial code? No.
How do I jump the line?
There's no
420.
such thing. But
Dude, I can't wait for my CEO jersey.
So and then and these jerseys
It's
are
gonna
going to
be an extra small, Diego.
they're going to be exclusive colors just for the company. No one else is going to be able to buy it.
Ooh, wow, that's fancy.
No.
Okay.
That's nice. That's fancy.
So and then the other stuff, like obviously the merch route is something I'd love for us to go for. Obviously the typical like shirt limited edition of like sweaters and all that stuff, but there's other stuff I really want to explore as well, like trading cards. It'd be just to see
trading cards.
Just
That's
because
fancy.
Joey, I choose you.
because of the part of it is because of the trend of trading cards right now. It's back up. It's way up there. It's like there's fucking like, NBA trading cards are back. Pokemon cards are back. I know dance trading cards isn't going to be a thing, but how cool would it be to see yourself as a trading card?
Why not?
Pretty cool.
I play Emeroy in defense mode.
What stats would we have?
Your cyberpunk fucking stats.
Cyberpunk. It's a cyberpunk.
Oh, you activate my trap card, Emeroy.
Because it's just because
He insults you.
the way I'm thinking about it is I want us to have a unique way of giving something to offer aside from the typical things you can wear. Like what else can we do? Like and I just saw like the trend of cards are back. It'd be cool to see yourself in a hollow trading card as
That's
a
cool.
collectible, especially since
Blue eyes, white Emeroy.
like but because as far as I know, no one in the dance community or industry has merchandised themselves as a trading card. Who knows? After saying this, it might happen in the next 5 months, might happen in the next 2-3 years. But as far as I know, no one's doing it. So my thing has always been, what's no one else doing? Because everyone's trying to produce the same shit. Everyone's dropping fucking sweaters, shirts, producing the same type of fucking videos.
As I'm staring at my Una's Honest sweater in there.
I want us to be different somehow, but that is also something that's great for the end user or audience to enjoy. So, which is one of the reasons why.
If I bought a T-shirt from every YouTuber that I watch, I would have
broke.
like the full.
Oh, I'd be broke.
I mean,
full home of shirts.
Because it's my belief that the company, the individual is in the company are the people that make I guess, the quote unquote show, because everyone's going to connect with everyone differently, which is why I have us doing the podcast, because you can watch Diego dance, you can watch Victoria dance, or you can watch Alex and Bernie critique a viral video on our other channel. But the at the end of the day, it's going to be your unique perspective within that company and what you bring that people connect with, which is why I have us doing a podcast, because I want people to get fans with you beyond the dance. So, yeah, I don't know. That's I guess that, yeah. I mean, I have once we start 2021, there's going to be a huge thing on the Temper Tantrum side. There's going to be things that we share. On the VP side, we're just going to we have 2 new clients, so we're just making sure they're happy. So, but yeah, I mean,
it just got real.
Yeah. So speaking of 2021, I guess we might as well start wrapping things up here. Is there anything? I'm not a fan of New Year's resolutions. I don't really believe in them. But is there anything that you kind of would like to work towards? Any hopes? Because this year has been one hell of a shit show. So
create more.
Oh, that's a good one. Create what though?
Anything creative. For me, it'd be photography. Hopefully back into dancing again. My knee could hold up. Not getting older, even though I am.
Not getting older? Figure that out. Let us know, man.
But for real, just creating more, because the entertainment industry as a whole is just hit so hard. Everyone's been seeing their favorite dance studios closing. A lot of these Broadway actors and actresses don't have jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Just being creative again, bringing that back. With this whole Temper Tantrum videos and the Vision Paradox stuff, it was just a real great outlet to create again and get those juices flowing. Look at me be serious. Bam.
Hey,
who are you?
Actually, really refreshing.
I'm a character. I'm everyone's favorite.
Okay, never mind.
But yeah, just getting back to work for me personally as well, because I do work at Universal Studios, and just it's been almost a year, and this is crazy. It's crazy.
I think being able to see how this year has thrown us a lot of curveballs, how now that we've worked around those curveballs, how now we can kind of use the new skills that we have and flourish. For example, if a lot of people started teaching on Zoom and they had to start doing things from home, and they didn't have the luxury of actually being with people, and now you have built for me personally, I had to teach a lot on Zoom for focus for the dance studio I was working at, and now you have this entire world of the internet to create and explore new things, and you can. And the cool thing about the internet is that it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere, and I think that's so. I think people forget that that's so freeing. A lot of people there has been tragedies this year, no doubt. I'm not overlooking at that, but the beautiful thing that comes out of that is that you've pushed past your struggle, and now you're I am this new person, and now I can take this time to create this new future. So I think 2020 or going into 2021 is a time for us to really grab the reins of we made it, and now we can go forward.
Yeah, I'm so excited to figure out more about the states and not just the political scene, how we handle COVID, because this is literally everything I've seen. So I'm so excited to meet people, to go places, to see all the opportunities that LA actually has to offer. That I know there's so much more than I've experienced. And I mean, I'm still here. So a year in 2020 means everything from 2021 or past COVID is going to be
going up.
New for me. It can go, yeah. It's only up from now.
Yeah. Dang, one hell of a year for your first year in LA.
I know. It's not our fault.
Dang.
It's not our fault. Sorry.
I don't blame you. Don't worry.
What about you, Diego?
I mean, with me, like it's kind of like the same thing as B-Rock does. It's more of a creative direction. You know, like for those of you that do follow me on Twitch and follow me on Instagram, I already set out that I'm going to do this year-long sort of competition thing, and like that's a year-long like worth of commitment, you know. So one thing that I am kind of looking forward to as far as like goes is like making sure that this thing goes as smoothly and as successful as possible, because it's a year-long thing. It's something I haven't really done before, and it's with people that I've met. So I guess it's one thing I'm really excited for. And then it's just, you know, I don't really know what 2021 has in store for us as far as, because of, you know, everything with COVID, but I really do want to continue to build my dance team and just continue growing, continue going to school, continue with my career as far as becoming a teacher. But, you know, life's a bitch, like Emory says.
I've never said that.
No. Like, hey,
he says the C word.
I was gonna finish it.
Oh, okay.
And you interrupted me.
I'm sorry.
Like Emroy says, when man plans, God laughs. So, you know.
100%.
I've never heard Emory say that.
Because you haven't been in a podcast with me. You can't.
You never invited me.
Okay, now you're canceled.
Sorry.
Now we're not family friendly.
I know. Now we're not. Sorry, everyone.
I think we left PG-13 like a good hour ago.
Minutes in this
when Emroy messed up the first time.
I think we left PG-13 at exactly 7:45.
All right. Anybody else I appreciate that. One thing, Diego, it's really fun to just be a participant and to see what you're doing to create the content. It's like, oh yes. Because half the things I've been doing is just like I'm planning it. I was like, oh, I can just participate in this.
And
Diego, it's just fun. I'm excited and scared because I'm gonna get wrecked.
And if you guys have tuned into our latest podcast with myself and Emroy, we actually speak about the same thing. How it was grateful to be, you know, on your team, because it's like I'm always used to leading. I'm always used to like, oh, we have to get this done. And now when I come to you, it's like, Emroy, tell me what to do.
Famous last words.
It's nice to just to not be in a leadership role, just be a dancer, or just be a member, because there's no pressure.
Or just be a filmer.
So yeah,
snap.
I am curious because I was talking to Nancy about this. Are there bopping Hanukkah songs?
Oh my!
Let's look up Google.
Because Christmas songs are just everywhere. It's really hard to get away from Christmas.
Well, okay,
songs, right?
That's a great point.
Okay,
the three bopping bears rap.
I'm pretty sure
so
there's
Hanukkah's
the Hanukkah song.
Hanukkah's not exactly a super religious celebration or even capitalistic celebration like Christmas is. Hanukkah was just kind of. It's technically political because it was about war, but there was some sort of miracle there. So I guess religious.
Oh, right.
But the gifts thing was really just to make the Jewish kids happy because their Christian friends and agnostic atheist friends are getting presents on Christmas and they're not.
Damn.
That's all it really is.
Bopping Hanukkah song. Adam Sandler's Hanukkah song.
That's the best.
Oh,
there we go. Okay, we're good.
Don't play it here; it's offensive.
and
I'm gonna play it after the podcast because it's funny.
We'll get copyright on YouTube and everything.
Yeah, Adam Sandler's gonna sue us, guys. Please.
Yeah,
we don't have that kind of money.
We could work with them. Just saying.
Dude, I want us to work
be
with Target.
sued.
I want us to work with Target. There's a specific video I want us to do with Target.
Has he pitched that idea to you guys yet?
I haven't told it to everyone, but it's a love story that happens in Target. So
you're watching all your Filipino dramas, you sap.
No,
exactly.
It's not from that. It's just for when it comes to these videos, it doesn't. It's not coming from anywhere. It's just I literally just a snap, fucking That's So Raven.
Yeah.
I just had a vision.
Yeah, it's literally coming to me like that. It's like I'm watching a movie.
Locked on my headset.
I'm watching. I feel like I'm watching a memory that hasn't happened yet, which is why I need to storyboard or create an animatic because it's replaying in my head over and over again. and so I'm trying to capture the moments and the shots and everything that's happening.
He has to get it up before it disappears.
Yeah, because for me, it's literally like I'm being told the story.
I dropped my phone.
These are the people that have to be in it, which is why I picked specific people for the video I led, because that's what the story told me to pick. It's not like I was like, oh, I'm gonna pick Diego. I was like, oh, the story is telling me that I need to pick these certain people.
Like shaman.
I mean, if it's me, listen to the voices.
Listen to the voices.
Listen to the voices.
Listen to the voices in your head.
Yeah, so
That's a good advice.
what? Listen to Diego's voices.
In your head, yeah.
Yeah. Or actually, I heard some Temper Tantrum people share like what they wanted for 2021. What about you two? Like, what do you got? Bernie and Alex.
What do you call it?
What?
First, I gotta finish Cyberpunk. I gotta learn how to draw, not digitally, but with oil.
Oh wow.
I gotta find a wife.
Wow.
I gotta.
Thinking about that at 20.
20?
I'm turning 30. I'm just like, eh.
Well, I mean, there's only one person that's.
I just want to speed run the life so I could die.
You want to speed run life?
Speed running life.
Yeah,
First,
so I
we
could
try to
finally
speed
die.
run. You can finally die. You know what? Yeah, that's fine. He's turning the slow march into a speed run.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Bernie?
You all are missing out though.
Yeah, Victoria's the only one that's married here.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just saying you all are missing out on the getting married life.
Yeah, she's one of the, I think the few that's actually got it good with being married. Some people.
If anyone is out there, just kidding. Anyone of you watching?
Actually, like for what someone who's married, what are we missing out on?
What are we missing out on?
Hey, listen, if anybody out there is willing to be married to somebody that owns a Jedi sword, hit up B-Rock.
It's called a lightsaber, first of all.
Lightsaber.
Jedi sword?
Jedi sword.
Diego, we can't be friends anymore.
Man, Bernie is like one of the Bernie's one of the biggest
saying we can't be
followers.
friends because I
Starting to
don't know
hate
what
Diego
If
now.
any of y'all need your green card, I'm kidding.
Yo, okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I told you.
Say that after January 21st. It's fine.
Bernie, what's
I've been around Ember too long.
Yeah,
2020, I would say
I said Jedi
move
sword.
forward, move ahead.
Move forward, move ahead.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Yes, it's gonna be like my thing for 2020. Move forward, move ahead.
And then fly.
And then fly.
Get those numbers up. No,
Yes, hopefully.
Nope,
And get
don't
money.
get those
Money
numbers
first.
up.
I need money. So
Hey, I
can
like
fly.
that song, Young Money.
All right, so that's
like
okay.
Twitch has been watching on my stream.
I'm a believer in a law of averages. So like the insane amount of bad shits that's happened, I believe that something good's gonna happen over time. Maybe not all at once, but over time. And I think it's just a matter of having that kind of mindset for it, because a good thing can happen to you, but if you're so caught up in your shit,
That's irrational thinking.
what?
That's
Tell
your
him,
irrational.
Tell him.
That's irrational.
That's irrational thinking.
He fucking goes again.
I just want a better birthday.
I love this.
I mean,
Fucking Russian philosopher.
fair enough. Like
All I wanted was to turn 30 in Vegas.
like some people like
I turned 30 and we got locked down.
Like some people would say it's irrational,
What did
but
you wish
like
for?
for me, like I've had many experiences where I really hit the fan hard. Like worst year, one of the worst years of my life was around November 2013. I went to jail, got evicted, and was not able to see my kid all in the same month.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, and then, but again, this is that whole belief of like, again, I'm a believer of like the world's a reflection of your inner state of mind. So having that belief, I knew something good was going to come. So, and it wasn't all at once. It really wasn't. At that point, I had to deal with courts, but eventually through that process, there was an evolution of myself that came out of it. So that's where I think the law of averages starts happening. And earlier this year, like we lost one of our bigger clients in Sky Dental. And I was worried about trying to make sure that we were still paid. So thankfully that our clients are still there. And more recently, we still got more clients. So like we lose one, there's something better coming. We're just making room for something better. Like
Hail Hydra.
Fuck that bitch. So
Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
You lose one head, you gain 3 more, pretty much.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
So
Yeah, Hydra.
Lose one client, gain 3 more.
I mean, that's what if we might as well go into a Hydra paradox, but
Hydra paradox.
that's what I believe, and I hope that
That'll be a
is the
sick
same.
logo.
That's what I hope for everyone else. Because I know there's a lot
hand
of
type.
people that have had it rough, but also
Yes.
I'm glad that we aren't in the 1940s where it'd be much rougher. We have the internet; we can still connect, and that's why I think, like it's a great opportunity now to continue building the brand. Which is why, like, when I saw you guys really start taking streaming seriously, I was like, oh hell yeah, they're building something for themselves that they can have. But if once things goes back to normal, they can get a regular job, but they'll still have this that's not dependent on anyone else. So it's like there's that's
Secondary income.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just before I go
Started
into
selling
that,
some of the pictures I've been taking
Yeah,
as
she's
stock
selling-
photos.
She started selling.
No.
Oh.
No.
She takes.
I do not have the self-esteem for OnlyFans.
Yeah, she has.
I do.
She does nature photography, so she's selling it as stock photos now. So
Yes.
which is
Stock photos.
great a secondary source of income. So I
Should I open OnlyFans with KGB secrets?
Oh, what the heck? Of course you should.
do it.
Unlock,
No, yours should
unlock
be.
this now.
Yours should be you're editing with a former KGB agent and only speak in Russian.
Getting to know a KGB agent.
Oh, yeah.
It should be called in
I'd
Soviet Russia.
subscribe.
In
That's
Soviet.
freaking so
Only Alex.
Yeah. All right. So that's it. I'll wrap it up
Hell
here.
of that.
So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you everyone who's watched this live. If you guys like this, make sure you hit like, subscribe, share this with friends who you think might enjoy it. Give everyone here a follow, like, support them in everything that they're doing. All the links are going to be in the description down below. I love doing these crossover podcasts because it's like the two companies coming into one thing, and these are people I genuinely do care about, even though I never say it to their face.
You just
But
said it.
True love.
Like,
whoa. Someone clip that, chat. Clip that.
So I just love seeing the energy and seeing these two types of, like, I guess, things just come into one. And this is not going to be the last podcast. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff together, not whether it's creatively, whether it's your podcast. I'm just excited for the next year, though I'm also aware that shit's going to happen, but we'll deal with that when it comes. So thank you everyone for listening and watching. We love you. Have a safe rest of the year and Christmas. Wear your mask. Take care of each other. Take care of your friends and family. And we
water.
love you. Goodbye.
Get vaccinated.
2021 is our year.
Get the vaccine.
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
I don't care what you think.
Can we not say
2021.
2021 is our year? Because every motherfucker said that in December 2019.
But
Well,
listen,
you can't go wrong with 2020 vision. It's
Listen, I have a really.
that's such a
no.
good catchphrase, but it's just the wrong type of vision.
I mean, if anything, if anyone in this room, I think, who has the biggest win is Victoria, because she got to move to another country and she got married. Those
She
are-
got married.
She got what
And she got to work
wanted.
with us.
Two out of two.
Real.